Hi there, it's Lori, and this is Yarn Management Monday, but my story has nothing to do with yarn management, except I'm annoyed it means more time that I can't be crocheting or knitting. So, I don't know how many of you were around last February when this all went down. For the first time in my life, I had to get a crown. So, root canal and crown. The previous dentist had told me at some point I was definitely going to need a crown. But anyway, I kept telling them it wasn't right from the get-go. I was in the dentist office. This was last February, so 2025. And in the span of a month, I think I was at the dentist 5 times trying to deal with this. Maybe it was 6. So last time I went in for my checkup, and I've said it every single time since the last time they put the crown in. Every single time I've said, I can feel this seam on the back. From the get-go, I had told them this. This time, I had a hygienist that actually listened to me. And he said, can you point, like, explain exactly where I should look? He looked in the mirror and he's like, oh, I'm going to need the doctor to actually look at this. So I'm like, see, there is an issue. I knew there was an issue, and I kept getting blown off because the bite was messed up. So they were so focused on the bite, they were ignoring what I said about the other thing. So my bite's finally correct. The dentist comes in, looks at it, and goes, well, you should have told us. I said, I've been telling you every single time I've been in here. I have said something about it, but the bite was messed up. So that was the focus of the bite. I like my dentist. I'm not getting on her case. She does a good job. I think the focus was so focused on getting my bite right, because that can really hurt your jaw and stuff if that's wrong, that they just weren't hearing me, or it has gotten worse. Because when she looked at it with the mirror, it's the back of my crown, where the crown meets the tooth. She's like, oh, it's receding gums. I like, it's been that way the whole time. I said, I'm not saying it couldn't be a little bit more of receding gums. I'm very good about flossing because, anyway, so I only have to pay for, she said, the lab. She is not charging for her labor. Like I said, I don't have a problem with my dentist. She does her best, and it's just, this is what happened. So anyway, yeah, I get to get a new crown, along with everything else I'm doing in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to live in doctor's offices. The problem with the dentist is I can't even bring my crocheting or knitting, because I never know if I'm going to be sitting in that waiting room for 2 minutes or 20 minutes. And once I'm back in the chair, you can't do any of that stuff. So maybe I should just take it anyway, huh? What do you think? I should just take something anyway, in case I have to wait. This last time I waited about 15 or 20 minutes past my, what time? Oh, lovely. Thank you, Missy. Missy always seems to come on Mondays. I don't even have anything up here because I hid what was the food that was up here earlier. Anyway, Crafting Kittee. Missy's representing for you. Crafting Kittee Erin is who inspired Yarn Management Monday. And my yarn management has been real different lately, because mostly it's trying to take care of, heat treat all of my yarn. And heat treating all of my yarn, guys. All of my yarn that can go in the dryer. Well, let me be clear, because I have to get it to 122 degrees. The problem is I don't have a traditional trunk, and it's not getting hot enough here in Colorado for our vehicles to even get that hot. 122 degrees Fahrenheit. I should add that. Which is, I'm going to guess 60-ish Celsius. Is that right? Or more than that? Maybe 70 Celsius? I don't know. Anyway, 122 degrees is the magic number. So what I do is I put them in, I put my skeins, and it just destroys not all of them, but it kind of brutalizes. You can kind of see it here. It brutalizes the ball bands. A lot of them break. My favorite yarn, but I haven't tried the Jiffy yet. As soon as I try that Jiffy, I could switch. Colorama Halo, that's what I focused on this week. And I did a lot of organizing. So like this, for example, this little bag, it's just the colorway Beat Red. all of it is organized now. I'm going to aim this over. So, oh gosh, I am just a disaster over here. This is not new, is it? No. All right. This is blue raspberry and ultramarine. This is beeswax. This is my only singleton. No, I have two singletons. This one was the only cake. This is graphite frost. This is the color. I've got a whole bag of purple, the purple lavender frost, I think it's called. I looked, the prices weren't good enough for me to buy anymore. And then that bag over there, that has several. It's got rosemary frost, harbor frost. It's basically the greens. It's also got something in ivy, so it's a green and a gray with green undertones. Okay, I bet that volume was terrible, and I apologize for that. Okay, I was holding the mic in my lap. I have no idea how terrible that sound is. I'll find out in a minute. Now, I'm going to insert some pictures because I mentioned frog. I suspect, and I'm going to leave this here as a little ad because I freaking love this yarn. Colorama Halo. It is on sale, but again, I'd still be on the price. Now, the bigger one, it doesn't have as many colorways, but it was over 1,000 yards. I think it was actually even over 1,000 meters by a little bit. The Colorama, the big one was $16, so almost $17 with their sale. I don't know if that sale is still going or not. It was yarnspirations.com. Anyway, yeah, big fan. Love this yarn. It's my favorite. But I haven't tried the Jiffy, and I hear Jiffy is going to give it a run for its money. So, but the Jiffy I got way on sale, and it was my heaviest yarn bag, by the way, because I got so much of it. It's all in one bag, though. Okay, so what did I frog? I'm going to insert a picture. I frogged the teddy bear. Why? Because my needles were way too big, and because even though I was knitting it flat, it was going to end up getting stuffed, and it was going to be a mess. The stuffing was going to show, so I need to use a significantly smaller needle. I know this about amigurumi and stuffies. Why did I use such a big needle? It was even bigger than what the ball band said, and you go smaller than the ball band if you're doing amigurumi. Anyway, I should have known better. So the teddy bear has been frogged. I caked these. So what you do is you make a leg, and then you make a leg and connect to them, and then do the bottom. And then this was the shirt. I just wrapped it around because it wasn't a lot of yarn. Still mind blown. So much less yarn when you knit. Oh my gosh, it's wild. It's wild. Okay, I have been using my row counter for the teddy bear. I haven't used this in a while. I really need it with the teddy bear, because there's different sets of numbers. I also frogged the washcloth or whatever I was making, because I couldn't figure out the decrease, and I felt like I just needed to start over. I'm sorry about all the ums, but anyway. But now this will go really nicely on the yarn spinner, right? Before I kind of had to shove it on there. Now it'll go on there very nicely and do its thing. So you can pull from the outside. This one, I'll have to unwrap it, and then I can pull from the outside, I think. I don't think this is a central, but these obviously I could pull from the outside. Anyway, that's where we're at. I need to go for the teddy bear. I think I need to go down to possibly 3.5 millimeter needles. I need to make sure I have 3.5 millimeter needles. I think I have all the way down to 2 millimeters. And I'm going to add this Temu product. Again, this is what this is. I talked about this in my live. It's called Memory Angel, and it's literally a charging pack. So you can just keep this, and it charges so fast. It charges your phone so fast, and it charges your phone probably fully twice if you've got it charged all the way up. It's heavy for its size, but having this with you, like just in your bag or even in your project bag, that's actually where I had it. Because have you ever been there? You're out and about with your project, and you look down and your battery's about to die, and you're looking at a pattern online. Yeah, that's happened to me. put it in your project bag. You're all set. Or your purse. Or I don't think it would fit in a wallet. So project bag or purse. It is heavy though. For how little this is, it's worth it though. Charges so fast, it's amazing. I love it. That's a Temu win. I think it was about $10. It might have been less than that, but worth every penny and more. All right. So with that, Smile Club, I'm going to make a big post about it. Please remember, 100% cotton, or I did get verification. You can do 100% bamboo. If you do a blanket, it needs to be white or cream. No more colored blankets. Okay. Because they've got enough. I will be listing the things that they are still in need of. Okay. In that post. And if you want to help with postage, with money, you can. And that's going to be through Christina's Crocheting. I will make a post about that. I will link her channel, and I will give you guidelines as to what to do if that's what you want to do, contribute to postage, because the postage out of the US is going to be hefty. We're talking at least $200 just for postage. So, okay, I forgot to do day 5 of Ellie's Yarny Crafts and More stitch marker, summer advent, or however, it's 15 stitch markers plus some extra goodies. Let's see what day 5 is. Oh my gosh. She wraps them so thoroughly. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. It's a mermaid tail. So cute. Okay, so there's the 4 I got before. Sorry about that. And then the new one. So, Ellie's Yarny Crafts and More. And she still has sets, and they're well worth it. I have been trying to do this on Mondays, but forgetting, because Crafting Kittee does these sets, and that's why I really wanted to get a set this year. And I'm super excited about it. I think they're fabulous. They're fun. They're different, and like I said, they're themed, so it's fun. Thanks, Ellie. And now for the rest. All right. With that, thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Oh, she's decided she wanted to look cool. Hugs from me, Ma. Potato Head. Hugs from me. Whatever kind of hug you need, even if it's she's been hitting the sauce. And Missy thinks that's something for her, even if that hug is from a distance. I seriously appreciate you all so much. And remember, you matter and kindness matters. I really hope to see you again. Bye.